What's good, YouTube? It's KingX.X coming to you guys with a brand new video. Is Call of Duty back? We're going to be talking about everything in regards to Black Ops 7. We ended up getting a reveal trailer today, which that will be the gameplay in the background, so you'll be able to see that basically playing throughout, but we will pop up images on things we're going to talk about. We have campaign, we have multiplayer, we have changes to multiplayer, and also beta information and stuff, so let's go ahead and talk about Black Ops 7's road to launch. We have a full zombies reveal in early September, so if you're into zombies, then you'll definitely want to check out early September whenever we get the date for that. We also have Call of Duty next, which is mainly a multiplayer event, and that'll be September 30th, which is a few days before the beta. We'll have some streamers, YouTubers there that'll basically be able to play the game early and maybe even give back feedback on the game. We also have the beta on October 2nd through the 8th. Now, I will talk about the beta a little bit more in a second, but the official launch of the game is November 14th. So having a beta only 1 month before the release of the game, bit disappointing. I don't know how much it's really going to be able to change from October to November's official launch, but I guess we'll have to see. Now, as for the actual beta dates, you can get early access by either pre-ordering the game or having a Game Pass subscription, which begins October 2nd, and it plays through October 5th for the early access, which is actually the day that my birthday is, so kind of cool. The open beta for everybody, which will be free, is the 5th of October to the 8th, so if you're interested in actually playing Black Ops 7, maybe you're on the fence about it, then that'll definitely be the time to go ahead and check out the game. Now, let's talk about the campaign for a second. Black Ops 7 has a 4-player co-op campaign with 11 missions in a linear story. Once done, endgame unlocks, kind of like how World at War, when you finish a campaign, you got access to zombies. You'll actually have one replayable mission, which is endgame. It is 1v32 player versus environment experience on Avalon, which is going to be the Warzone map. It's a replayable mission to experience after the campaign. If you die, you lose all of your gear and have to restart. Kind of reminds me a little bit of like DMZ, I guess you could say, but very interesting. If you do decide to play the campaign, then you will be able to play this. I don't know if I'm going to play this more than once, but it'll be interesting to check out. I'm actually really just hyped about the 4-player co-op missions in the campaign. I thought the Black Ops 3 story, I know it was very weird, but being able to play co-op with your friends on that was actually really cool, so kind of glad that Call of Duty is bringing back a co-op campaign. Now, let's go ahead and talk about something that we're not, as a community, going to be very happy about, and that is Carry Forward is coming to Black Ops 7. All current double XP tokens and gobblegums, which is of course in zombies, will be available on day 1 of Black Ops 7. Operators, bundles, and other Black Ops 6 content will be added to Black Ops 7 at Season 1 launch. Very disappointing to hear. I know a lot of people love the immersion of Call of Duty, and having Beavis and Butthead and even the American Dad skins coming to the game on day 1, or at least the launch of Season 1, is going to be extremely disappointing to see. It really kills the immersion of the game. I mean, we have skins that are not related to the Gulf War, which is what Black Ops 6 was. Coming into the game, like, I understand Call of Duty has to sell bundles, but some of these collab skins are just absolutely ridiculous and just shouldn't be in Call of Duty. If you wanted all these collabs, you should have just went to Fortnite. I don't understand why they're coming to Call of Duty. It makes no sense in my opinion. I'm perfectly fine with some wacky skins, I guess you could say, or even immersion skins, because Black Ops Cold War ended up having skins like Rambo. It also had some of the really cool Halloween skins we've seen, especially with Modern Warfare 19, which kind of brung Call of Duty back to the front page, I guess you could say. So it's definitely a bit disappointing there. I really hope that Call of Duty either adds a filter to this game, which filters out the skins, or honestly just doesn't bring the collab skins. Like, bring all the other skins, just keep American Dad and Beavis and Butthead and all these wacky collab skins out of the game, please. Hopefully they will take community feedback on that, which they said they actually will be looking into. But let's go ahead and talk about some of the content in Black Ops 7. Black Ops 7 will follow Modern Warfare 3's type system with weekly challenges starting at Season 1. That is really cool to hear. Weekly challenges will have attachment, weapon blueprints, and more rewards, along with 2 camos, one halfway through and one at the end of the challenges. This was something that was really cool about Modern Warfare 3. There was always something to grind for, and having a challenge to go after weekly is going to be cool, even if it's just a attachment. Maybe that allows you to have dual-wield guns, or just changes a semi-auto gun to an automatic gun. That is honestly really cool. We're at the point in gaming where everything is basically live service. Like, I play a lot of Madden, and we always have content with new promos almost like every other day, so it keeps people really engaged. This is kind of what Call of Duty needs, and this is something that sports video games do, so kind of cool. Weekly challenges are back. Now let's talk about some of the Black Ops 7 multiplayer updates. There is no tac sprint by default. There is a perk for it, so kind of cool. Tac sprint has been something that has been debated heavily over the last year or so, and having no tac sprint by default, really awesome to see. There's There's also no ADS while sliding, diving, or wall jumping by default, so you have to use a perk for it. It feels like Call of Duty is basically backtracking a little bit on Omni movement and kind of toning down the movement a little bit. Of course, you could still use it. You just have to sacrifice a perk to use it. There's also specialist bonus to get all perks. You love to see that. I loved it back in the older Modern Warfare games. There's also a looper perk for looping streaks. I feel like it's very dumb that our kill streaks don't loop. Like, once you get to the top kill streak, which is your third one, you can't actually get like your lower tier kill streaks again. So having looping kill streaks is back and kind of cool for the people that want to use that. I definitely will, especially for the perk system there. Now, I do hope that we get some old traditional kill streaks back. I would love to see dogs, or since it's 2035, can we get the Raps kill streak? That was one of my favorite kill streaks in Black Ops 3, and having that back would be cool, or just honestly having traditional dogs. Dog lovers might not love it, but I personally think it was cool. Loved calling in the puppies. Now, we also had the Gung Ho perk for sprint while firing, so more movement changes there. Now, there is going to be a wall jumping in this game, as you'll see in this clip that is shown. Kind of cool. If you would like to do it, then you definitely can. It is honestly teetering between the advanced movement and kind of like what we had in Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare. I thought wall jumping or wall running was kind of cool. Now we have wall jumping, which I guess is kind of realistic. Call of Duty could have had this for years. I don't think it was really hard to do. It's basically just parkour in a way. Now, there also is active camo, which I think is something that's kind of like a specialist perk, I guess you could say. It basically turns your character slightly invisible, or at least harder to see, and it's kind of like a cloak, so kind of cool. I mean, I don't think it's going to be too annoying, but that is going to be in the game. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the Black Ops 7 weapons. There will be 30 weapons at launch, including 16 new weapons to the series. This will feature fan favorites like the Black Ops 2 Peacekeeper, the M8A1, the PDW-57, Inspired SMG, and more. I'm gonna be honest with you, the Peacekeeper coming back is really cool. I didn't actually end up buying the Black Ops 2 DLC that got you the Peacekeeper, so I've had very limited experience with it, so that coming to Black Ops 7, kind of cool. And this game is also kind of like a sequel to BO2, so having the Peacekeeper is awesome. The M8A1, I've wanted the M8 in Call of Duty for years now, and I really missed using that gun. That was one of my favorite guns in the entire Call of Duty franchise, like, series. The AK-47 is always going to have a place in my heart. Same with the AK-12 from Call of Duty Ghost, but seeing the M8 back, I'm so hyped for that. And of course, there's also the PDW. Now, when it comes to building weapons and meta builds, Call of Duty Black Ops 7 will allow you to share weapon builds directly with other players in-game. You'll also be able to share a build code online that lets anyone put the code in the game and instantly get that specific weapon build. I think that's really cool. I will say, if you'd like to make like TikTok content or kind of like YouTube shorts and you're making like gun builds, this is going to really kill retention time when it comes to watch time, because people are literally just going to skip to the end for a build code, which in a way, I think it's a lot easier, and I think that's a lot cooler. That also might affect where people are making gun videos on like the best classes to use. So very interesting, but it's definitely kind of cool to see in the game. It's a lot easier than actually having to build a gun yourself, and you'll actually just be able to insert a code. Now, Black Ops 7 will also feature a total of 16 mastery camos, and for something that is actually really cool, the first time ever, the campaign will have mastery camos available to unlock. So there'll actually be a weapon camo grind in campaign. We've never seen something like that, so very interesting. If you like to grind mastery camos, then you'll actually be able to play the campaign, and maybe the campaign will actually have a little bit of replayability, I guess you could say. I'm pretty sure people will find a way to absolutely cheese the campaign and get these camos, but hopefully the challenges are easy. I feel like it shouldn't be too hard. Now, let's talk about the Black Ops 7 maps. There will be 16 6v6 maps, which is absolutely a lot, to be honest. The 6v6 maps are the Forge, Toshin, Exposure, Cortez, Scar, Den, Homestead, Colossus, Imprint, Dry Dock, Retrieval, Paranoia, Blackheart, Express, Raid, and Hijacked. We also will have a first look image I will show of Raid on screen, so if you want to see what Raid looks like in Black Ops 7, there you go. But seeing Express, Raid, and Hijack come back, at least you know for sure there will be 3 good multiplayer maps in Black Ops 7. We'll see what the rest are like. Black Ops 6 multiplayer maps were not great, so hopefully these maps are a lot better than they were in Black Ops 6. And also, for the last thing we will show, there is a first look at the Black Ops 7 multiplayer HUD. It looks like a very minimalistic HUD, which is about standard to Call of Duty, nothing really too special. I really just wish Call of Duty would get rid of the compass. I feel like it's the dumbest feature in the game, but you guys can let me know in the comments below on that. But that is everything to do with Black Ops 7. We've revealed basically all of the information we have with this game. Is Call of Duty back, in your opinion? We're definitely going to have to find out, and of course play the game. There are definitely going to be some other outside factors that probably will affect this game besides games like Battlefield 6, which is coming out, which I definitely do want to check out on the channel, but I'm kind of excited for Black Ops 7. We'll see how this goes, but let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions down below on everything that was revealed with Black Ops 7. If you guys are hyped for the game, let me know in the comments below, but if you guys did like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, put on post notifications so you guys don't miss another video. Have a great rest of your day. I'm out. Peace.